I first want to thank all of my colleagues for their continued support when it comes to making sure that we can feed our families here in Montgomery County. It's one of those where we've seen the unique circumstances that many of our families have been put in. And it's very interesting because we always wanted to make sure we were doing our part to help those that were in need, those who were food insecure. But the reality is that that number is now growing. That list continues to grow. Each and every day that unfortunately both our state and federal governments continue to extend the time in which people are actually getting unemployment benefits means that we have folks that continue to be more food insecure each and every day. The numbers are off the charts. And in fact, the number of people who are actually calling into our 311 centers and into some of our MANA food centers, as well as some of our other food providers, are off the charts in terms of those who require language assistance. And so that says something about where we need to focus our efforts. And so I was very happy to work in collaboration with Councilmember Navarro and Councilmember Albornoz in getting this first started. I really appreciate Councilmember Navarro and her impetus to make sure that when we saw this story of Megamart and the people that were wrapped around lines waiting in grocery stores, that we knew we needed to do something. And that's what this council does. We step up. And so we've put forward this appropriation today that continues to meet the need. I had said at the very onset when we laid out the first amount of money to MANA that we would come back to this, and we've had to. And so I just really want to, again, just thank my colleagues. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing rock stars, and continue to keep putting forth what we know is going to make a difference in our communities. The key is that we have to be focused. And I really appreciate Councilmember Navarro's office, especially really honing in on some of the language that would allow us to be very focused in our efforts in terms of making sure that we're getting culturally appropriate food and that we're getting it out to the people who need it through a lot of the means in which we haven't been successful at getting some of that food out. And so just want to, again, thank everybody for their sponsorship, Mr. President, and I'll turn it back over to you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.